I changed my mind, guys. We're playing Zelda tonight. I'm Surreal Canine, and welcome back to my channel. We don't need this. Don't need that. What we need is a computer. And a controller could also help.
What?
Oy. I think it was this version of Zelda. Anyway, who all is here? I know Fox is sort of here. He could be eating, he could be working and letting the dogs watch. But most importantly, your face. Many years ago, Prince Darkness Ganon stole one of the Triforce with power. Princess Zelda had one of the Triforce with wisdom. She divided it into 8 units to hide it from Ganon before she was captured. Go find the 8 units link to save her. All of treasures. Heart. Container heart. Fairy. Clock. Rupee. 5 rupees. Life potion. Second potion. Letter. Food. Sword. White sword. Magical sword. Magical shield. Boomerang. Magical boomerang. Bomb. Bow. Arrow. Silver arrow. Blue candle. Red candle. I don't have the thing open. Blue red. Never mind. I don't have the thing open. I am a fool. Please look up the manual for details. It's not working. There we go. Do I have 2 Joy keys open? No. I guess I don't. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm here, and, Kingdom Hearts 3 randomizer was kinda slow-ish last night, so, let's play something else. Let's play Shattered Courage. We're here. Also, you know what I need? I can throw this out. It is no longer of use to anybody. Tortilla Chisps! That was probably louder than it needed to be. But, I'm here. I exist, and we are... La 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 li la loo. And other such... Huh. Oh, did I not link the... No, I did. I definitely did. Actually, there's one more link I need to send. know, I'll just bring it. There we go. I exist. You can't say that about everybody. Hey, Sentinel Proxima. This is Shattered Courage. It is a 2005 Zelda Classic Quest by an author named Grant Cole. It's kind of loose and fanficky, but you know, it's a thing. All right, we begin in earnest. I have half the Triforce. Yeah. Donkey Kong Country, it's got some pretty great music. Especially DKC 2. Anyway, we're here. And you know what I completely forgot to do? I forgot to farm rupees. Also, wait, how did I end up here? How did I end up... Huh? How did I end up here? Did I just load onto the completely the wrong screen? I think I might have. So, you know, thanks, Fox. No, I am playing this game in the kind of the wrong ZC version. I think this was a 2.10 quest, but playing this in 250. So, what that means is we are going to be lost in this maze for a little bit. Try to figure out how to get out of here into the place where I actually wanted to start the episode. Ow. Rudest Goria, just throwing his boomerang through a tree. It's a trick I can do. He shouldn't be allowed to do it. Also, that little Cthulhu avatar is so cute. Props to the artist who drew that for whichever channel that is. Also, where the heck am I going? I guess there's a path I haven't taken yet. Also, my Map Force project kind of fell through. Which means I won't have the maps of the Hero Fire randomizers that I wanted, but it means that Let's Plays of those randomizers might come a lot sooner than expected. Assuming I don't just decide to Let's Play Sonic Frontiers instead.
Oh, I do have enough for that.
At some point, when I have time to prepare, I should see about continuing Half-Life Alyx. Because I got my, I need my capture card, my webcam, and my microphone all hooked up to the same machine, and I have just enough USB ports to pull that off. So I may be able to uncancel that Let's Play. The heck? We've got shenanigans going on here, and I don't like it. We have a maze of side warps. Also, we're in the middle island now, which is nice, because it means we get rupees. What's this way? Ow. That doesn't help. I think we are being played for fools. GC. Oh. Whoop! Now we're in this corner. And I just flung that chip to who knows where. Ah! I don't think I can walk through here, can I? No. So what's the deal if I go up from here? Ah! Progress. So what if I go up from here? A house! I got lost in this forest, but this haunted lake will never let me leave, so I built my home here. The wizards are scary. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. I'm stuck. I got soft blocked. Wait. Maybe I can Forwards Wind my way out of here. Nope. Wow. I was not expecting a soft lock. But yeah, I can't get out of here. The way is completely blocked by these boulders. Welp! I saved in a bad spot, guys. Yeah, I just get soft blocked here. Can't go this way, there's a rock in the way. Can't burn the tree, right? Right. I'm just stuck. Unless I can do... Okay. False alarm. I am no longer soft locked. That was scary. Oh, but that means I gotta navigate the... Well, that's fine. Okay. Whoops. It's shush. Shush, 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 shush. I don't care. Okay, what's the deal? Do I want to go to Flooded World, maybe? I know I can cross here with the ladder. And that lets me into... Okay, Forest World is not quite where I was expecting, but I can make it... Yeah, I can make it work. Okay. Oh, check it out! I can cross this. You. What? Oh, the sand is, extremely hot, I guess. Alright, we're gonna need to come back there when I have the boots. Can't get across there. Here is where I wanted to cross, and we're going to spend a little bit of time farming rupees for that delicious, delicious red tunic. And this is a spot where we're going to do it. And buckle up, guys. It's going to be a long ride. So how's everyone doing tonight? Need... what was it, 200? 250? Gonna be here a bit, is what I'm saying. Unfortunately, there's no real way to speed this up besides just exploring and looking for Big Rupee. And I want that ring now. It's gonna make things quite a bit easier for me in the long run. Almost there, guys. Didn't even actually take that long. There. Let's cut the rest of this. Got a couple of spare rupees to use arrows or something. I need to get that, because it means my mother does not have a house key. It went alright. I totally cleaned up on the trivia. Of course you could. That's the trivia. It's called rotating around. You list objects in a list by a statistic that is easily Googled. And the more items you have in the list, the more points you get. But if your order is incorrect, then the judge gets a point instead. Dominic and I played a whole bunch of Quantum Hangman, where you take two words and fill in the blanks for both of them. But if there's a conflict, then the guesser picks which letter they want to keep, then some of their guesses might retroactively be wrong. telling me there weren't letters in a particular word where there were. So I won on a bunch of technicalities. I completely guessed on this one, so. Oh yeah, and when I started my Zelda stream just now, I appeared in an area I was not supposed to be in. Locked behind rocks I couldn't push. So, I thought it was soft locked for a little while until I managed to save Warp out. Okay, anyway. Alright, which one of these houses is it? Is it this one? Yes. There we go! Red ring, baby! You take a quarter of the damage we would normally take now. And that is good, because the next place I want to go is Din's Temple. So I can get my hands on Din's Fire a little earlier than I'd normally be able to. I probably won't be able to actually use it, mind you, but I want it anyway. Here we are, the Unflooded level 3. Let's cross over this gap with the ladder. And here we are, Din's Temple. Not sure if I mentioned it last time, but this is also the first place I heard the waterfall theme, and oh man, is it gorgeous. Donkey Kong Country 3 just has such a good soundtrack. They all do, as I've said previously. Anyway, it's gonna be Patra time pretty soon. Can't get across there. Alright, this is not the Patra room. Alright, here we go. I take a quarter of the damage I would normally, so I can survive quite a few hits against this Patra 2 that is here for some reason. Actually do some real damage to it. And somehow not get hit by its boss fireball, sure. And there we go. Got a magic container, which is so nice. And I also get Din's Fire. Now, if only I could remember where Nehru's temple was. That would have made this a bit easier, and it'll also make level 5 quite a bit easier. But, you know, we'll do what we gotta do, I guess. I can just do that. I actually seriously do not remember where Nehru's temple is. I thought it was here, but no, this is the location of Din's temple. Go figure. Aurora's temple is in that waterfall, of course. Alright. crossed over there. That could be a thing to try. Still a potion there if I ever need it. There's a heart piece there, but I haven't been north of here yet. Oh, Stickerbush Symphony. One of my favorite tracks from any NES game. We've been on the other side of that thing. Not here. We're going here. Be a Kuaz. That is something we need to swim to, but we can cross over here. The Witch's Hut. Okay, we actually did want to be here. And this song is a Twinrova scene from Ocarina of Time. Oh, look how lovely this is. We got bats. Just do 1.5 hearts of damage if you don't have any defense. I took less than a half heart. It's the red tunic though, so we're kinda sorta fine. This is a silly maze. I probably want to be over here when I shoot that, yeah. There's a key. Was that the only thing we needed to collect here? I admit I have not been fully paying attention. Man, what a convoluted layout this item seller is. Whoops! Didn't mean to do that. I guess I need to shoot that in order to open the door. Was that really the only thing here? Huh. Yeah, I think it might very well be. Oh, no, there's other stuff here. Do that now. Don't need to kill the Zoras, do need to kill the bats. Like so. Ouija! Oh, Gomas! We have more than enough arrows to deal with both of them, though. Assuming there are only two. assuming I don't miss a whole lot. Not a problem. And check it out. Got another magic container. What's all this? Ah, the super power bracelet. Feared it would be a glove, but nope, it's just a super power bracelet. Now I can push extra heavy things, like those obstacles that were in the way before. Which, that maze of stuff is going to be my next goal here. Just gotta get out of here first. Like so. Okay, well, that was a cool prize that I was not expecting to find. I can push, I can bop this now. Boppo! Get those rupees. Can't get those, not without a way to swim. Flippers, I think, are going to be much later on. Anything interesting I could do in town? Probably not. Unless there's something really cool in the old man's house. Which, you know, doubtful. So, where am I going next? Well, I guess the obvious place to go next is Ice World, so awayeth we goeth. Oh no, it's politics! I can hear it from my room! Do I really have to go around? I don't want to go around, I just want to go there and do the thing with my new glove. It is not really what it is, a bracelet, but I don't care. We're going here. This is what I do now that I have power, and I know everything! A haunted lake. It's the 5th level. There was also a sword there. It's a more powerful bracelet. Where they sell the power bracelet. I didn't actually remember any of what he said. And that's okay because we're here now. And we can get in there if we so desire. Yeah, I have no idea where Nehru's temple is. I've said that, like, twice already. I thought I found it around the same time I found Din's temple earlier, but evidently not. By which I mean, when I played this quest, like... Jeez, that was 15 years ago. I first played this quest. What's next? The Wrath and Longing of Nemel, Link to Tortuga. Search for release. Anyway, I'm just here because there are rubies on this path. So, a bit of an update on my class project. I did a bunch of the validation code for all of the objects that are going to be in the web, the database. Okay, here we are. GC. Not for GameCube, it is Grant Cole. Ooh, I want that. Good. Hammer destroys Wizrobes in one hit. Wizrobes will also absolutely shred you if you let them. This guy had a thing to say, but we've already seen what he has to say. Instead, we're going here. There's a sword along there, but... Oh. Okay. And now, here we are in the springtime. The Cave Lake. Can't get across there. Ooh, Stalfos 2s. That's no good. Stalfos 2s hurt a lot if they manage to shoot you. If it shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. That's what they say when things fly right up in my face. More of these guys. What is the point of just having a mostly empty room full of skeletons? Seven spooky, 5 me. Although I bet if you had the flippers, you could swim into the middle of the lake and find something really neat. That's the impression that I get. And we're here now. Where is here? GC! That's what is here. And we got light likes. Nobody likes a light like. Check it out! It's the Mirror Shield! Now we don't have to worry about likes. They can't eat the Mirror Shield. Just one of those rules that was borrowed from Ocarina of Time, I guess. Well, that was a dead end. Okay, something that I can't get there yet. Lake is not exactly haunted this time period, is it? Hey, a shop! Hello. Rarest items in the world at fairly cheap prices. 400 for the red candle. Well, we know where to find the red candle, I guess. Wealth medals don't exist in this quest either, so we're gonna have to find those 400 rupees manually. And I don't feel like grinding that many. So, you know, we're just gonna remember that this is here. I am totally not going to remember that this is here. But we're gonna look around for other such stuff. Now, in the Ice Age, there is a sword here. Is there a sword here? There is not. There is this. Buy potions to help your way. Going up in the world. It's a work cave, okay. But there was other stuff to see. Like, there was a dock along the lake. Also, I could have saved a lot of money on that raft. Oh well. Actually, could I? I kind of needed that raft early on. Also, this screen with the single Vire is totally going to have something, isn't it? A potion. He drops a potion. Does it at least appear in a reasonable... Can't tell. He comes back. Okay. Well, I don't exactly need potions right now, so we're just gonna be on our merry way. I could have gone right as well. But let's see what's here. Something that I need the red candle to unlock. Okay. Alright, let's go all the way back around then and check out that that maze in the foresty area. This little area is kind of foresty, but you guys know what I mean. Or at least I hope you do. I want that heart piece. And the world will not give it to me. This is a dead end. Boomerangs! They are nice. Okay, good. Well, I don't need to worry so much. Legs can't eat the mirror shield, but still. Why take damage when you don't need to? Okay, well, this screen is unusually open. Let's see if this leg has anything to say. He says, I do not like you. There's a rupee. And we've been over there. This is like, yeah, this is around where level 3 was. We explored a lot of the forest world, which is nice. It's nice filling in a map and seeing how far you've come. Janek is playing Formula 1, I think. I think that's just a registered trademark symbol after the 1. Kid likes his racing games, what can I say? I am going completely the wrong way now. Oh boy! The other sections of my class get to do the the movie review lab. What joy! I'm gonna be hearing Slack pop-ups all night. This is where I want to go. Kind of a, easy to miss pathway if you're not looking at the complete map. Well, mostly complete map. Yeah, here. We're here now. We can get across that way, and that takes us south of the village, which is kind of where I wanted to go. So, yeah. Expedition successful. Okay, so we are here. A good time will be had by me. Like Lake Cavern. Oh no. Can't have that. There are no likes in that cavern. I call shenanigans. Where am I now? Well, there's the village. Bomb shop. Okay, can I afford an upgrade? Too many likes. I do not like. At least they don't do that much damage. The only real danger is them eating your shield. 32! Moving up in the world. A hammer really is your best weapon against these things. Almost the boomerang. Hey! Check it! Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. I got a thing. Alright, now we will head for the warp cave. You know, I sure liked stomping Koopas. Mario Brothers arcade game. Did that game even have Koopas? Oh, they didn't show up until Super. It had fighter flies, it had crabs, and it had, I forget what else. Bouncy fireball enemies. Anyway, we're going here. It's the Ice World, and it is here. What have we here? Finally saved up for bombs I wanted! Yay! Take your rupees and you die. I guess. How does that interaction make sense? We have achieved level 5. Could be a wand trigger. It could be what we're getting in level 5 once we find a path to level 5. Well, I said I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. Just remember. I know level 5 is around here somewhere. We're going to skip that cave for a little bit. Oh, look, another spot to get a potion. Let's try not to accidentally pick it up automatically. Huh. Can I... No, I can't bomb that. There's a cave down there. What a strange screen there. It's just nothing. Here's the ice cave. It's the cave with all the ice. This quest has a lot of just miscellaneous caves scattered about, which is kind of neat, I guess. Mind me, and just hookshotting across. Just passing through. Oh, this is rude-tastic. Good thing I got rupees. Oh no, I missed. Ow. Stop that. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah. Guess this is where the game checks to see if you have at least one of the rings, huh? What a maze. Wow. And here we are. Where is here, you might ask? Well, there's this cave again. Again, more... Huh? Huh. There's just water flowing over that statue there. Another Lionel Wizrobe. And here's level 5. Level 5, King's Home. And the song you're listening to now is an unused battle theme from Chrono Trigger. I believe in the DS remake it was put to use in the arena. But you guys just listen to that for a little while I yeah, chocolate or something. Yeah. Maybe I can find a better snack somewhere. Okay, I'm back. Got this. And the this that we got is a tomato and some cheese and crackers. At least part of a tomato. It's like having pizza, kind of. Yeah, on most of my attempts at this quest, I've found Nehru's Love by this point. Can't do that, not without the wand. What if I go this way? We have some very stupid whiz robes. Ow. Bazahuja! This king sure has a lot of pots sitting around for no reason. Hey, it's the map. So, yeah, we got a 4-floor dungeon, each of which is 3x3. It's a neat concept. Kind of a UKelzy, I guess. Are these the first of all masters we've seen in this quest? Oh. Okay, clocks are temporary in this quest. Good to know. What's down here? Inconclusive. I'm gonna check out what's over here. Look at this, there's 2 ways to go, or maybe 3. Probably 2. What's up here? Another way to go. Alright, well, we'll take this way, sure. Hey, I think I was right about which way to go. Fancy that. Intuition saves the day again, I guess. Got a thing. These Triscuits are cracked pepper and olive oil flavor. Which is pretty good as far as flavors go. My favorite is the original Triscuit, though. Need some help? Not really. Okay, so that's just the magic shop if we ever need magic in the future. And we might. We got quite a few magic containers, but given that the item for this dungeon is the wand, you can never have too much magic. have we here? Aha! Two ways to go again. Well, three if you include that door. Got moving Wizrobes, which is not great. These guys can be quite a nuisance. They're easier with the Mirror Shield, of course. Just hope Grant Cole was not so much of a wise guy as to include Mirror Wizrobe. That's a key I could have gotten earlier. What was that? What were those stairs doing? So that's where the prize is, huh? Let's see if we can get the wizard to shoot in the right direction. Yes. We're right next to this one. Only the wizard can help you pass. I kind of figured that out already. There's the big key. It's not the prize, but I'll take it anyway when I get there. Oh look, it's a Mirror Wizrobe. Well, now we're just gonna have all kinds of problems. Now we get a wand of our own. Okay, that's what that does. This should be a trick. What's over here? There is something cool in this room. There was 50 rubies. And over there is the entrance. We don't want to go there. There's the big key. What the heck was that interaction? Clever. Kind of. Alright, I am running out of magic now, so, visit to the center might be in order. So one of you guys can be so kind as to blarf. Blarf! I can just, whoops, not do that. Weem! Okay, well, they gave me a little bit of stuff there. Let's go here. There's a locked door that we don't have a key for. Thank you. I wonder if half magic is in this quest, and if so, where? Well, let's look around a bit, I guess. Yeah, there's a new path here we can take. That'll let us in. Yes. Look at this nonsense. Yo, check it. Can I take care of the others in roughly the same way? kind of. Not that one, no. Okay, what about further down the path? No. Who needs magic? Well, I need keys. I need magic to get out. Derp-a-derp-a-derp. Let's get like a 5 rupee refill. Got a 10 rupee refill. Delaying the acquisition of the red candle a little bit, but, you know, it's a thing. Helps that these guys are generous with their rupee drops. Heck yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that, huh? What was to the right of this, of the entrance? Ah. I have been to the other side. Yeah, wait a second. Where am I going? That didn't have a key. Alright, well, I guess I'm taking this path. Oops. Wasn't the bond along this path? Where would I have missed a key? Did I miss a key at the very start? No. I don't know how to get there. Some very stupid wizards here. Alright, well maybe this had something for me. Maybe. It's easier to just do this instead of looking through a menu like a fool. Ow. I am the fool. It's me. Oh, this just goes back here. Okay. Where am I going? Okay, wait. Left goes to the lower right floor, so... Do I actually want to go this way? No, because this is a down path, and that just leads to the big key, doesn't it? I might be missing something here. I don't think it has anything to do with these guys. La 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 la, I'm lost in a dungeon I have no business being lost in. Alright, what about... What about this path? No, I've been there already. But what's here? That is there. Okay. There hasn't been anything to the right of me. That's probably where they're keeping the prize, but... How do I get there when I can't find the key? There, like, hasn't even been a key to find, it seems like. Yeah, that door is locked. So then what? I can go this way, but there isn't anything for me. So follow that path. Yeah, that's the dead end. And that way just goes through a room with a zillion bike legs and around to the bottom, so whatever it is, it's not here. I already picked up this key. These Zoras kind of have some palate issues, don't they? Alright, what was going on down here? This is that, right? So, what was happening here? Yes! Magic! It is what I needed. Ah, this room. Right. You look like you're seeking more magic. I have 2 times the magic. Now with such magic, you should find good magic spells. Did you know that hidden Relenia are magic jewels? One of fire, which can kill nearby enemies. One of love, which casts a protective barrier. And one of wind, which has teleporting powers. With those spells, you can make great use of this magic upgrade. Okay, that's cool. Wasn't expecting to find double magic here. But it's not quite what I was looking for, either. I need a key. And I could have gotten the wizard to shoot that. Oh well. Oh! Really? They just put a key there? I guess those oddly colored tiles were weird, but doesn't exactly scream to me, hey, kill all the enemies to get a key. If it was just one differently colored tile, then maybe. Okay, where are we going again? going this way. Okay, sure. Pop out of the wall there, Mr. Guy. See if I care. I get smashed all the same. Abusing hitboxes for fun and profit. That one doesn't reach. Alright, fine. We are on our way. Ain't nobody gonna... Puzzle. What's down here? Okay. Bats, which means if I'm careful about what I'm doing. No, this is just a one-way trip back. Okay. Wizzrobe Sisters! A Wind Wizzrobe, a Bat Wizzrobe, and... a Fire Wizzrobe, huh? Oops. Oh, I took out one of them. There. Wow. I can't believe I used to be so bad at Zelda Classic that this was an actual problem for me. Like, the hammer kind of trivializes that boss. It one-shots bats, it can kill most of the Wizzrobes in just a couple of hits. So, yeah. That definitely happened. Now we have 5 Triforces. Don't have the 400 for the red candle yet, but we're just a little over 200 rupees off, so maybe that'll be our next goal. Or we can figure out where all these go. Where am I now? I'm back down here. Okay. Unexpected. Oh! That's a bizarre tile to put there, but okay, game. What in here? What? Oh. Huh. Well, now I'm back in the flooded world somehow. That's strange. Well, I tell you what, we're definitely not getting anywhere in the flooded world, so let's find the warp cave and warp around a bit. See what else we can open up with our, Can I hookshot across, or is this like a wand and book of magic thing? I can hookshot across, okay. Where's this go? Here. Okay. And this goes to the castle. Alright. I now? I'm somewhere with rupees. Okay. This is around level 3. Alright. There's this whole desert area that I haven't really explored. What's in this raft cave? Actually, what's here? Need more bombs? Not really, but I won't say no. What's this? This goes here, which I need the candle for. I've been here. This is just where level 4 is. You know, having this path along the water is strange. Was it? No, the rupees are there. It's gotta be for when I have the flippers. Can I trigger? I don't think I can trigger that from the edge of the screen. Wait, what's the point of this cave? It's just... It's not saving a short detour. Actually, I can't get down. Okay. I can push that, no problem. Oh! I'm somewhere new! Let's look around here. Maybe we'll find Neighbor's Love. Or just level 6. Either way, good news for me. Castle just got totally frozen over. I can walk behind this. No? I can't? Huh? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna need to come back with the Lens of Truth and figure out what the deal with that is. Okay, I've definitely been there. Which means I guess we're going south from here. There's a rundown house there with waterfall. An actual ice maze. Oh boy. Another ice maze. But I don't have any reason to be here. What's this? An empty warp cave. Why is that? Because, well, I don't know why it's empty, but I need the flippers to go any further there. It's time to play the 13th floor of King Dugan's dungeon again. Oh boy. Fortunately, I can see the whole map just with the press of a button. That cave entrance down there is weird. But it might not be anything. Especially because there's apparently no way to get to it. What am I looking for in this maze? I'm gonna go this way. Not that way. This way. Ah. I found the exit. That's gonna bug me until I fill it in on my map. It's just down here. There's a heart piece, really. Wonder what the deal is with that. Frozen Heart Cavern. Ah, is this a mini dungeon? I guess that's what it has to be with a name like that. Well, that's silly. How do I get over there? Good question. Okay, apparently I'm missing something. Those spikes. Yeah, what was that about? It was... Why have this whole maze just to lead to a dead end? It's weird. What's up here? Ooh, also I'm gonna need to engage biology pretty soon. There's a house here. All boarded up. Huh. The Temple of Time. Nope. But I'm here, and this is new. We got the white sword, guys! Heck yeah. Alright, biology time. But I will be around in the Twitch chat if anybody wants to talk. I'm back. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Doing the thing. Oh, I need water.
Yo.
I am no longer engaging biology. Let us do the thing. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Here we go. Alright, is there anything I even want from this area? Not really. Blarf. Alright, we want to look around for any possible triggers that want the wand. And we want to find rupees so we can buy that red candle. Not exactly the place I want to be. I'd rather be over here. The summertime village with the summertime thingy. I could farm up rupees, but like we spent several minutes in this stream already doing that, so let's not. I could buy Nehru's Love for, well, I probably couldn't, actually. Definitely can't do that. Or that. Alright, here we are once again. Doing a thing. Yeah, level 2 is around there. Oh, did I really never, Huh. Okay, well... maybe I shouldn't have been quite so hasty to, see? No, this is just for Roar's Temple. I don't think we're gonna find Nehru's Temple there, too. One-shot the Stalfos now, it's pretty nice, because it's faster than the hammer. Don't really need to be here. There's a guy that takes up like 80 frames of animation. It's still a neat animation. Just silly that it's here at all. Alright, where are we now? Okay. What about in the flooded world? Anything we can do? Might bring this here. Just gonna daisy chain all these warp tiles, because I have no idea where I'm going. It goes here. goes here. What's the equivalent out here? Okay, right. That goes to the castle. That goes to this version of the... Hang on. I can totally get those rupees. Rupees! They've been got. Okay, actually, this is convenient, because I can get into the Temple of Time from here. And that'll send me all the way across the world. Or not. Well, so much for that plan. Ow. Just took 4 damage from that. 4 hearts of damage, I mean. Not pleasant. That sends me here, which is more or less where I want it to be. Can't I do something about this? Where am I now? Pretty close to where I want to be. Just, not quite there. Alright, I gotta look around. Gotta go this way. And then look around. Ooh. Yeah, like, I gotta walk all the way over. That's the way to the booby trap dungeon. I am on completely the wrong track here. There's no way there from here, is there? Can't burn that without the candle. Okay, well, let's keep daisy chaining the warp caves and see where it gets us. We're back here. Okay, you know what? No. I want to be here after all. I can get in there now. I have the hammer. It's not that way, though. Rupees. I have them. I mean, you know, the more time we spend faffing about wasting, or more time we spend wasting time, yes. More time we spend faffing about with no particular direction in mind, the more rupees I pick up along the way, so, you know. It's not all a waste of time, is what I'm saying. How do I get through these woods? I do go this way. I gotta remember to actually wake up in time for my music theory class tomorrow. I slept right through it last week. As I stayed up playing Kingdom Hearts too late, and I just completely forgot I even had it. Here we go. We're at a place where we want to be. Hey, I can set these off now. Where does this go? Somewhere interesting? What is this? Ice Cave. Ice Cave. I've been here? I've been here. I thought this was new. I guess it wasn't new. Oh, that I can open up. That takes me here. Okay. Well, okay. I'm back here now, and we can explore the thing that I wanted to explore before I got oh so rudely sent to the flooded world. What's here? There's that, which I can maybe burn if I have the magic book. Another warp cave. Well, that just leads to a piece of heart. Okay. Alright, well, that was a long backtrack for one piece of heart, but what you gonna do? Let's head over to the flooded world or something and just do whatever. I can cross over to here now, which is something, and then I can cross over to here. And then over to here where there's another heart piece. Hey, I have 9 hearts now. Cool. I think that's my actual first completed heart piece. Or heart container completed from heart pieces, rather. Isn't this the way to level 6? I think this is the way to level 6. Let's go. Can't swim. Otherwise, those whirlpools might serve useful as well. So you can fuse your magic powers into a beam of force, you can never reach the other side. That's no problem for me now. This dungeon theme probably doesn't need any explaining. It's the dungeon theme from Zelda 1, Hyrule Fantasy. Let's push this all the way down so it doesn't get... I erased the floorboarders. Grant Cole did not know how to use layers. That's supposed to be hard. Going down, I guess. And here we are. And what have we here but a thing we can't cross? It's a raft maze! Oh boy. Here's another Fire. Oh look, it's the entrance to Thieves Town. Level 6, Poison Pond. This is the level 4 theme from Castlevania 4. Also the first place I ever heard this. Hammer might be good here. We may have the white sword now, but the hammer probably does just do more DPS outright. This temple seems to cut short near a group of pots. Why would the temple at least have pots? It makes no sense. Some say there's a secret there. Sylvian said they can sometimes put their hands right through the wall. Is it possible that human flesh can pass a wall? Strange. That just means the wall's a fake. Okay. Dead end with... Rude! This is the other reason we'll want the hammer, I guess. So we can't break the floor tiles with the hammer. We can with the sword, apparently. I gotta say, though, the MIDI does not really do justice to the original. Also, this is here. And yeah, an all-poison path to the boss. I think the dungeon item here is going to be the boots. And by the boots, I mean the boots that protect you from all damage combos. Which is just... I did not mean to press that button, game. Of course, the game doesn't care. Whether I intend to press the button or not, let's not waste our rupees. Give me that rupee. We're just gonna have to walk until we, find the boots. Then we can wade across the poison. Ow. Haven't I been here? This is the entrance again. It's gonna be one of those dungeons, huh? Oh, and all the enemies came back. I gotta say, though, a dungeon where you hurt yourself if you use the sword is an interesting gimmick. The Blood Dungeon was like that in Mike's Funhouse. In some of the rooms, anyway. It's slightly more interesting than just not having your sword at all. Aha! Of course, there was only one of those that wasn't shooting at me, probably. Which is an interesting puzzle, but you can just fire an arrow along the side and hit them all at once, so, who even cares, really? Alright, 2 ways to go. Now there are 2 ways to go. The Dark Knights are difficult to kill. You always got hit them from behind, but did you know you can break their shield with a hammer? I should know. I spent my life hunting those guys. You are not exactly a dead end with pots. You're a dead end with a guy in it. Here's some pots. Whoa, Stalfos 3s. It's a little dangerous to be swapping between the boomerang and the hammer, but we have enough hearts that I can just take them. Room of Death. The lord of this dungeon is protected by a dangerous room. Find the lord and defeat him. A very, very gimmicky sort of boss, then. What have we here? What we have here is poison that we can walk on and water that we can't. Let's go this way. There's a key there. Ooh. Okay. I can totally just get this key now. I only take a little bit of damage. I can tank this too. Kind of. That didn't actually get me anywhere, and now I am close to being dead. I've paid for my hubris. That's a fun word. Dark Nuts. Including a Super Dark Nut. Which is not the same as a Death Knight. Super Dark Nuts split into 2 blue Dark Nuts when you kill them. Somehow. Must have perfected the art of fusion. There we go. Now, we have the big key here. And whatever the heck this is going on. Okay, well, I seem to have run into a dead end. Need to go... Foodie-doo-dee-doo! Yeah. Back where you once belong. Back, Jojo. I'm not gonna try that again. Let's just look around for another key. Ow! That didn't work. Really? Huh? Dead end. I guess this is a return path from somewhere. No, I thought I could get away with that. I can't. Oops. I totally just did that. And I am definitely going to die for it, because we got Stalfos here again. But I looked cool doing it. That's the important part. Here I am, once again. Can I just damage warp across this? Yes, but it doesn't get me anywhere useful. Brrr! Ow. Which is kind of what the bosses sound more like on the Famicom Disk System. Legend of Zelda was originally on a floppy disk. It's kind of hard to imagine. It had load times and everything. Woody doody. Look at the shape of this dungeon. This is such a weird shape for a dungeon. Alright, I kinda got way off track. Need some help? Not really. Take your rupees though, if you have any. Can I take this rupee? No? It's just part of the shop sign? Alright. I haven't been south of here. I just kind of, well, there's a Triforce piece. Definitely can't walk that way, though. This is what the dungeon looks like, apparently. Okay, what have we here? Well, we got a couple ways I haven't gone, don't we? I can't go that way. I wonder where the boots are. I've been, like, around most of the dungeon by now, I think. I don't think I've been this way from this room. Does this mean anything? Can I push a block or something? Well, first of all, let's kill all these guys. And hookshot across. Oh. Okay, well now I can go south. Is there a key here? Sure is. And that must be where the boots are. Okay. We are making progress. We are going up now. Hold on to your ambition. This beat is non-stop. Oh, there's totally a way across this without hurting yourself. I didn't sequence break. I just made a fool of myself. It happens. Hey, there's Super Dark Knight. Are doing a thing. Check it out. Weirdest, yeah, this is a very weird item seller. Just seems, I don't know, off-balanced, I guess. But yeah, we are immune to damage combos now, which is very, 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 very cool. You can also walk on spikes, which is just all sorts of cool and awesome, and I want to go down here now. Aha! We have found what might be a second entrance. Or just an outcropping with a key. That is possible too. Yeah, check it out. We got this. Is that all there was here? No! We found the big key. Nice! Okay, what is there? Just one key left to get? I don't know. I've been holding on to this super bomb for so long, I don't even know if I need a super bomb. It'd probably be good to stock up on them before going to level 8, though. Just because of what I remember about this quest. Then again, it's possible that the final area has viable super bombs. Then again, is it easier to get them here? Heck yeah. he's here really a lot weaker. Totally just do this, and we got a ladder and hookshot maze. I hope your spatial reasoning skills are up to snuff. Because we ain't got no Salahad. What is Salahad? I wish I knew. That's what you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino. Okay, got a key. Where am I gonna use this key? Well, I can use my sword again, which is cool, except when it breaks the shadows. Boomerang. So we get killed by a Stalfos of all things. Okay, what's the deal? There's gotta be a deal, or else there's no deal. I don't even know what is your face. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go to space. But maybe not today! You're having a problem and we might not go to space today. Okay, where the heck is the... Oh, that is not the entrance I exactly wanted to enter from. No, I just gotta walk back the boring way. Okay. Boring way, the least popular of mapping ways, many cousins. The Final Fantasy IV remake. Could I go this way and... Well, I see which direction I need to go. So, that's almost as good as being on the right path. Need to go up and around. And... Wait a second, do I need a... I need a second key, don't I? Oh, let's unlock this door, just for the sake of posterity. Ow. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Here we are in a room full of pots. Yeah, I can get hearts without buying them from you, buddy. Sorry to break it to you. Not that way. Ouch! That totally just happened. Hey there, Fox. Somebody has not been paying attention. There's the key. Trying to catch a kitten. Aww. Did you get him? Is he on his way to a good home? Aww. Alright. You gotta go up and around. How did I get so late already? I haven't been doing that much, have I? Didn't spend that much time in the bathroom, I think. Then again, maybe I did. And I need yet another key. Smortacular. I don't know what Smortacular has to do with it, but, would you? Ha! I used the hook shot to get some of my frames. What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do? You're gonna stand here while I slash you to death. That's what you're gonna do. Triple kill, baby! Whoops. You know, maybe I should just leave the dungeon through its normal entrance just to save everybody some time. I F6 back through a dumb place. It's just wasting me time walking everywhere. Could be save warping like a real pro. Where haven't I been? Well, I haven't been in a boss room, but that's pretty obvious. Okay, is there anything going on here? No, I came from here. Do you guys drop a key? Apparently not. Missing a key from somewhere. This is an old man. Which means I do at least get some convenient hearts. No, it's not that. Also, I didn't exit the dungeon like I said I would. Let's do that. There. Alright, now let the search for the final key begin. Woo! You know, I wonder if I ever actually found the boots when I played this the first time. I might have just used Nehru's Love to skip past all the damage stuff. Would have been entirely in character for me. I tried to solve a Lens of Truth maze in Argon's Evil Lair by just drawing out the safe tiles with tracing paper. But it was several screens long, and I had to just trial and error my way through the whole thing. is exactly the kind of thing you think of when you think of the phrase Smortacular. Yeah, this doesn't get me anywhere. I already got that key. Where the heck am I going? Is one of these not an old man? You're an old man. The one next to him is also an old man, right? Yeah. There's just 3 guys just all living next door to each other. Nobody knows why. They're the men of the swamp. They exist, and you can't do a thing about it. Seriously, where am I going? Ow. Yeah. Can't go across there. I've explored pretty much the entire dungeon like 3 times over by this point. Is the final key not in the dungeon? That would be weird. Batty batty bat bats. What do you guys think? Yeah, if that was a big key door, that would be one thing, but it's clearly not. Alright, well, I'm gonna check outside the dungeon again. Check the place where the boss key was. Yeah. It would be nice if you could push this block upward to get back into the dungeon proper, but you can't. I need healing, and F6 is gonna give it to me. Where did I not go here? These guys, they are back. Ow! He's like, not much of a point if I do that. It's just a one-way door. I will find him and defeat him if I can find his key first. Is it off the map? That would be dumb. Don't like it when there are just secrets that go into rooms that are off the map and they're not marked in any way. I absolutely slammed Mani Kanita's 6th quest for doing that. I'm not gonna show any partiality to this quest just because I played it a lot as a kid. Especially because I don't even remember what the heck I'm doing. Nope. This is also kind of a weird room, but... there's, like, nothing on the other side of this poison. It's just there. It's the weird thing is what I'm saying. Maybe I am intended to explore elsewhere. Let's look around. It's not like we need to get that Triforce piece right now. Oh my gosh. But where is something gonna go exactly? And where does this go? This goes here, and there's not much reason for me to be there, is there? This just takes me here. Yeah, how strange. I don't know, I can't imagine that a key would be, in a quest like this, would be placed that far away from the dungeon it's supposed to be used in. Which does mean I have to do all this again, but that's fine. Wish the stuff would come back. But can't exactly do that in 210. Not without making a shot that costs you nothing. Which I think this quest actually does do at some point. Ow. That didn't work. Ow. Alright. Take 2, scouring the... Can you drop some magic for me? Thank you. Can you drop some magic for me again? Nope. At least it comes back. There we go. This is such a weird dungeon. I don't know what I'm doing. What could I be missing? Now, what would be really stupid is if one of these floor tiles was secretly an Armos secret and had the key underneath it. Doesn't seem like that's what's happening, though. Oh. Okay, I didn't check this room enough. Guess that's my fault. It is super suspicious. Fastest way around is through here, I think. Through the room full of dark nuts. way? No. Still faster than the other way around, I think. Alright, let's do this thing. Open that. Open this. It's the Room of Death. The boss is actually this crowd of wall masters coming in here, which is very funny. But yeah, that room will kind of absolutely destroy you if you have neither the boots nor Neighbor's Love. I have the boots though, so we're all good. We have 3/4 of the Triforce now. It's pretty great. Level 7, though, is another thing that is really weird. But let's not worry about that right now. I wonder where the flippers are anyway. Probably in that, that one shop in Summertown that's, this is Flooded Sorrow. I don't need to be here. That one shop in Summertown that is, on the other side of a bunch of spikes. I can get that. Get that easy. Can I get to that easy? Yeah, kind of. What's in this house anyway? Okay, potions. I don't need potions. I bought 2 at the very start of the game, and I haven't needed to use them at all. This is, very much not Summertown. It's also not really where I need to be. That ain't right. What's the fastest way to where I'm going? I'm not sure. Well, the fastest way actually is... Well, first I gotta find my way to Forest World, don't I? Can I just, close enough. Yeah, where I want to be is here. I can do this now, which is nice, but I don't think it leads anywhere new. Yeah, just here. Which is actually remarkably close to where the red candle is, but let's go to the shopping village and see if I can get it cheaper. If it's even there at all. It might have other things for sale. Oh boy, it's red bubbles. How fun. Red bubbles completely block out your sword. until you find a blue bubble and bump into him. Fortunately, I didn't need to find use my. Hey, buy rare item, many rare items you can't buy anywhere else. Compliments by the mayor. Compliments by the mayor of the world. Flippers are got. And I also got the red candle and didn't need to spend 400 rupees on it. Which is nice. It's always good to find a good deal and be a big shot. Get over here. Okay. We are bubbled up and ready to depart. We can swim now. It's pretty rad. What's in this house? Just a potion shop? Really? Huh. Okay. We've explored the entire ice world. That's neat. No, we haven't. We haven't been there. There might not even be a way over there. Just strange that it's there at all, I guess. I haven't looked behind the waterfall. Whoops. Nope, nothing behind this waterfall. There was a waterfall in the forest world that led me to... there was a one-way trip to the flooded world, which is weird. Alright, where's this go? It goes north of that screen that I couldn't get to. Okay. Alright, well, with flippers in hand, two places come to mind. Ooh, I could swim this way, actually. This is part of an elaborate path that will actually lead me somewhere I haven't been. So, you know, okay. Yeah, the, ooh. The world is wide open now. There are rivers all over the place, and that means cool stuff to be found. I haven't been up that way yet. No. No. The ocarina is, okay, maybe the ocarina just removes those two trees. That's a possibility. What's this way? A waterfall that I can't go down. Such is the way of the Zelda Classic. There's some people just limit their maps to being 8 by 16, 16 by 8 without any need for fancy warping shenanigans. You can get that rupee. Probably. Yeah. Just do that. It works. I can get this too. Cool. Guys, it was so long ago since we farmed up rupees for that, that slightly bigger wallet. Look how far we've come. I have no idea where Neighbor's Love is, as usual, but, you know. The world is totally open to us. We can just go anywhere we want. We can do that if we want. Leads us up here. Where, okay, maybe that's nothing, actually. But there was something we couldn't do in Ice World, right? This path just goes to level 2. World is totally up to totally up to us, yes. Totally open to us, except for all the places we can't get to. Is there a tree in the way? Let's ice it up. We can burn that now. We have the red candle, I think. I sure haven't seen anything that looks like it might need the magic book. Could be an item in level 9. Then again, we have Din's Fire. How would you set up a magic wand here? How would you set up a magic fire trigger that couldn't be triggered by Din's Fire unless it was like all the way across the screen or something? That would work. Anyway, what's down here? Invisible cave. Really? Invisible cave. You know what? I don't want to be here. We'll come back when we have the Lens of Truth. That'll make things much more convenient for me. Yeah. So what now? Well, now we find a way to the flooded world, and this is actually a really convenient way to the flooded world. Yeah. Here we are, the flooded world. Let's swim around a bit, see what we can find. Can't swim up that way. We can enter the castle grounds, though, which is cool. We even got some rupees for our trouble. Sorry about all the screen flashing, by the way. There's not much I can do about that. Without, like, hacking into the quest file and editing it, though, but I don't really know how to do that. I'm not up to snuff on the technical wizardry it would take to break whatever weak encryption is being used on these quest passwords. I have to ask one of the ZC devs or something. If I plan to play Dr. Wily's Revenge, because it's got a MIDI cover of the song It's Raining Men. And, I like to not take my chances. Could just mute them, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Okay, that was kind of a nothing, wasn't it? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go and just dive with a swim orb. Where am I now? We got a maze full of mangrove trees, which is pretty neat, I guess. We also got this, which I just haven't been to. Ah, yes, under the waterfall. We haven't been here. We can swim across. And we're up here now, which is neat. And we got 50 rupees. Okay. Don't need to care about the dongos. Just there, and this is such a weird combo. And here we have a raft path that I don't really need to take. Okay, maybe I guess I do need to take it. Huh. Here we go, it's the mangrove maze. We're doing a thing with the... Ow. Oh, I never picked up this rupee. Huh. Oh, it's mine now. Oh yeah, I guess I need to either swim or have a ladder to get in, and we found a big island. Along with this warp, which leads here. Which is the level 6 area. Cool. We can go this way now. And there's some rupees here. I think we can still only hold a max of 5. What is happening here? This makes me want to smash all the pegs. Aha! It's always makes me feel like I'm gonna get screamed at or something. No, maybe it's just an empty house that the dev forgot about. What? What a strange secret to put there and forget about. Okay, time to look around some more. We can get in here. And we can get down here, and I'm just... Oh. Okay, well, there is a whirlpool that will lead me to a heart container. Okay. Thinking about it, we start with 3 hearts. There are 8 heart containers in worlds. By which I mean in dungeons. So, logically, there should be 20 heart pieces scattered around to give us a maximum of 16. Now, that might not necessarily be the case. Could just be weird things going on in the endgame. But it's something to remember. Ballad of a Bloodline had a lot of heart pieces. Because the maximum was 24 hearts, and the game had more than enough heart containers for you to give Dynamo a heart container every time he asked for one. And still end up with 24 at the end. These Zoras are gonna kill me if I get careless about my swimming. Okay, that's the way I haven't been. You really do need to chill. Unfortunately, we do not have any ice-type weapon here. So we can't make it literal. Can't really shoot them either as long as we're in the water. Link does not have the power of Ouroboros, where he can just fight perfectly well in the water. That's their real superpower, not interlinking. I can swim down here and not get much out of that, but it's Map Village. I am super going to die unless I can find a spot to refill my hearts, which is easier said than done. Nope, that is not a fake tree. We did not find a fake dead end. Ow. This is bad news ahoy. I can go up that way. A swimming maze. One of the few things that can kill a player with a red tunic, I guess. What's up here? Sustenance! You know what? That's probably enough hearts for now. Oh, look, another heart piece. Alright, what's in here? Watery Ridge. Okay, I don't want to super bomb this until I know for sure that it's a super bomb trigger. I only have the one. Nothing in the waterfall, I think. Ow. Oh, look, it's a Vire. A rather timely Vire, actually. I think I will use this potion now. Oop, hello, Rupee. Ow. And whoop! Got stuck in a tree. Watch me get hit all over again. Ow. Like that. And that. But not like this. I have a mirror shield when I'm on land. Ha 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 ha. It's dark. You know what that means? It means it's time to get spooky. We're gonna get all the spooky. Got the spooktacular side. It's still Friday, technically. Gonna get spooktacular Halloween. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I bet you one of these is a push block. Something. Probably. What a rude place making us use. Ooh, check this out. So, yeah, this is what we got here. We got map palette issues, that's what we got here. But also, we found level 7. Level 7, Haunted Mansion. The statues are pointing up, right, left, up. And you are listening to the Haunted Roller Coaster theme from Donkey Kong Country 2. Up, right, left, up. Spooky. It's so spooky, spooky. Right, right, left, right. Ow. Up again. Left, down, left, left. Up, down, down, up. Okay. Can't cross over there. Everything is so spooky. Being shot at from all directions. Once you enter this haunted place, you can never leave. But the ghosts, they walk through the walls. They hide secrets there. Alright, going left leads off the map, which is weird. Do we want to go that way? Maybe. Let's go this way first. It's the Magic Wiz Road. And you're a Mirror Wizrobe. That's great. Exactly what I wanted to find here. Least favorite enemy. That did nothing. Oh, so much for that being a thing. Oh. And Wind Wizrobe. I totally did not actually see that. Left. Ow. Ow. Left, right. Or right, left, right. Too many ghosts. Left. Down. Left and left. Too many ghosts. Up, down. Down, up. Up the stairs. And we're back up. Okay, so out of curiosity, where does this go? Just back here. Okay. Okay, you're dead. I could go this way. This haunted mansion is merely an illusion. Understand the image. Unlock the grave. Spooky. Aha! Where am I now? I'm in a position to get the big key. I got the big key. Now what? Now we go like this. It's a two-headed Gleeok. Piece of cake. This is a level 4 boss in the Hyrule Fantasy. That grave. Alright. There, perhaps? see. No. Not here. Level 7, Crypt. I'm not sure what this song is, but I have heard it in other quests. We can enter. Also, level 7 is really not fooling around. Got a passage here, and we got things shooting at us from every which way. Nope. Okay. What's to the left? Another magic wizrobe. Oop. There we go. Burahulad. Found it. I really should be pushing these from above. Just getting hit in all sorts of dumb ways. We got a key. That's nice. Yeah, rock out, video game. There we go. Ooh. Got some bad magic bounce in there. Okay, what's the story here? This looks kind of Sokobani, but what is my actual goal? I don't have it. Okay. Eesh. No. Okay, well, maybe, no, I don't know, and I'm gonna die, so, yeah, I guess I actually am drinking a potion. Alright. Oh, you know what? I can do that. Look what I found! Lens of Truth. Yeah, it's going to make the rest of this dungeon actually make sense. It only costs a chunk of mat. Boomerang. Or reflected magic? Or no, I'm gonna be getting a fire boomerang at some point here, huh? Reflected magic on that thing. And then push this. Burn this empty tile. Hey everybody, playing Ballad of the Bloodline. Can actually see which one we need to push now. Oops, I keep bumping into all the graves. Ghosts, they're angry. It's so spooky. Where am I trying to reflect magic onto? There. It's Manhandla! A whole bunch of bombs with your name on it. Just had to make sure there was nothing suspicious. Okay, red candle on this. And push that, and what's down here? A passageway. What's below me? A place I've been, but wasn't there a key there? No. I've been bamboozled. And I am running pretty low on magic now, which is not great. Which one of these was it? Yeah. Well, the screen is already totally full of ghosts, so it doesn't really matter which one I push now, does it? One of you drop magic? No. I need magic. It's not great. Gonna have to use my other potion. Oh well, what else am I gonna spend rupees on, really? Yeah. Okay, some of these grays are fake. And what? Fire Boomerang? I don't have that yet. Okay, I need to find the Fire Boomerang now. Because it seems to me like there are 2 items in this dungeon. Also, I'm out of potions now, which is not great. And even with half magic, this is a pain. But, hold up. What? Huh. Oops. To the right of here. Ah, this looks important. The map. Big dungeon. By this quest standards. Burn this. Oops. Push this, and I can get up there. Have I been this way? I guess not. I have not been this way. Passageway. What have we here? Bomb it. But what's over here? Potion shop? No. Oh, come on. You can't tell me that isn't suspicious. Well, I'm up here now. Okay, I found a key. Continue on my way now, running into all the ghosts as I do, because I used all my magic and I don't have any potions now either. This is so stupid. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, navigate this maze of graves in the dark. Sure. What? I pushed something. I sure do wish I could see where I was going. Come on. Got it! We are out of here. If only I had a way to refill my magic. Also, I'm maxed out on rupees. You guys drop magic? No, you drop bombs. Here's a compass. Big key is all the way over there. Really? I have not gone there. Yeah. I know where the big key is, I just don't have magic. And I mean, obviously I can't, I gotta hope one of these enemies drops magic now. Game, you really should have thought of this. Especially if you're gonna make the Lens of Truth one of the key dungeon items. Like, look at this. I can't reflect magic off the thing because I don't have magic. None of these flames are willing to drop magic for me. I mean, if I'm lucky, maybe a wizard will drop some magic. One of these guys. Oh yeah, I can stun the invisible ghosts now, which is nice. I can also stun red and blue bubbles, which is extra nice. But yeah, you guys really don't want to play along. The only way you can kill the invisible ghosts is with a super bomb. Oops. Yep, that's totally a thing I did. No magic here. Real great level design. Yep, I'm just completely lost in the dark now. Who thought this was a good idea? I mean, Grant Cole, obviously. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, random house under a random grave. What? There's something under this grave. Possibly. Okay, potions. Cool. I'll buy one, refill, and it's weird that this little girl is just selling potions from underneath a grave, but as long as it helps me, I guess. Okay, so I guess this isn't perfectly poorly designed. It's just annoying. You know, just a little bit. You never know what you can find in graveyards. No, really. Okay, which one of these... I don't even remember where the level was. It was here, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we are back on our way. Let's go. Why did I do that? That was a terrible idea. Fortunately, secrets like this are simple enough to memorize. Now, secrets like this, I haven't memorized. Maybe I have. Okay, that one, and then... not that one. This one. Spooky skeletons, we're doing a thing. The lightning effect also needs to chill. Should put a sensitivity warning here or something. I don't know. Yep, I think we got just enough time to take out the boss before it would be a good idea for me to go to bed. Oops, that was a mistake. There we go. Man, even with half magic, the lens just takes way too much juice. Okay, got the big key. You know, I think Zelda Classic actually has a utility to look up information on MIDIs, assuming the information is in the MIDI. That's how I identified quite a few tracks when I hadn't played anything as a kid. Dark Flame Gleeok! Fire Gleeok is a dumb enemy. There's no really effective way to block its flames. A Mirror Shield does it, but it never leaves itself open. At least until you chop one of its heads. Usually the thing to do is get to the side of the screen and sword beam it, but we don't have sword beams in this quest. It's dumb. Spooky Ghost. Give me my Triforce. Victory! Of course, our adventure is not over until we actually make it out of the Spooky Island into someplace that actually makes sense. And if I save from here... Okay. There we go. Let's see what we got here. Quest MIDI info. I can't see very well. Not that. Huh. No. Eh? Oh, that's here, huh? Some of these are not very well named. Nope. Killer Instinct. That's where level 2 theme is from. Interesting. Trial. Balthazar's theme. Demon's Crest, Stage 1. No. That's not it. No. Really? Metropolis Zone is here? Where? Not here. No. No. In the Castle from Demon Castle Dracula Super Famicom. I don't remember this even being in Castlevania 4. Maybe the music was different in Japan. I don't know. Huh. You are absolutely right. No, wasn't Final Level a remix of Vampire Killer? This was... I think I remember hearing this in level 5. And I'll have to look this up later, but yeah. That is let's get in here. Sparkle Caves, that's not right. Did Grant like make it different map data for each work cave? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, but in other sense, not really. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with Fox playing Ys 8 probably tomorrow night. Then we might try Half-Life Alyx again Sunday night. I should have time to set everything up then. I didn't tonight because Comeback Kid. But hey, it's a thing. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Let's just do this and actually save the game. And yeah, good night.